Back at day one, with nothing but a note from the Duke and a world full of teeth. How you doing? I'm Rebel, and welcome to 7 Days 3.0. This is the start of a brand new season, and we're officially back at square one. The slate is wiped completely clean. We have absolutely zero gear. Our only priority for today is the classic day one scramble. We have to find a place to crash, gather up basic resources, and make sure we survive our very first night. Let's get into it.
Due to a 3.0 glitch, this world didn't save. Take 2 of episode 1 will be coming tomorrow.
The old familiar 7 Days to Die. The Duke left us a note. See if anything's changed here. I very highly doubt it. Just a friendly reminder that you pay on time every time or there will be consequences. Next time, we won't be so nice. Thanks for the gear, but you still owe us. See you soon, the Duke. Hasn't changed. Alright, so first things first is we gotta start knocking out all these challenges, and typically that means punching wood and punching grass to get some resources. I see a rock over there in the distance. And a bird's nest. This is great. Open up the challenge window. All right, we got that done. Now the challenge is to gather plant fibers, gather wood, gather small stones. All right, so now we're just looking for some small stones to harvest. While we're doing that, we should still be knocking down trees as much as we can and gathering up all the resources that we could possibly find. All right, craft a stone axe. Very first stone axe. Put that stone axe on our hotbar. Now we're looking for wood and more stone. You know, if I'm completely honest with you guys, I would honestly say that the start of 7 Days is probably my least favorite time in the game. It's just surviving is a pain in the butt in the very beginning of this game. Granted, I think that late game you're too overpowered, and I think mid game is where it's at. Mid game I think is definitely the most fun for me. All right, craft the primitive outfit. We need to craft that, and you get a little bit of extra protection if you craft the entire thing. We're gonna need the primitive bow, but that's one of our challenges, so we're gonna wait to do that. Wear that, wear that, wear that, and wear that. I am going to change the way I look because I don't like the way that this primitive outfit looks. We're gonna go with the Hell Reaver helmet. I like that better. There we go. There's our character. It doesn't do anything for the gameplay at all. The only thing that does is a cosmetic. And I was bored one day and just wanted to see what they look like in game, so I bought a couple. How you doing, Arlene? Very first zombie in 7 Days to Die. It is suiting. Sleep tight, sweetheart. Oh, I really forgot how brutal the start of this game can be. Now we need to craft the primitive bow, craft that. That'll get done soon. These are all pretty quick. And now we need some arrows. Make 7 arrows. So I was trying to think of a couple different challenges that we could do for this season. And while I do have some ideas, none of them are really great. They're not bad. They're just, none of them are like, I didn't want to do a permadeath challenge because if I do a permadeath challenge and die one time, the season is over, right? So I didn't want to do permadeath. The last season, we did a different horde base, or we did a horde base in every biome. That was the challenge for the last season. Just a new horde base in every biome. We could reuse it multiple times, but it was a horde base in every biome and we got that done. I'm actually really proud that we got that done because we were scrambling at the end with 3.0 coming out. I was worried that I wasn't gonna have enough time to actually get the wasteland biome horde base up and running. But I'm looking for some ideas for some challenges that we can do. Because we did a horde base in every single biome last season, I was thinking that this season, what if we only used one horde base for the entire season? Is that stupid? Is that boring? I don't know. I thought it could be fun where we're only allowed to build one horde base. My other thought process was that's going to be really tough for like a starting of the season. Because if we did one horde base for every, or if we only did one horde base, we're not gonna have enough resources to build up like the very first beginning horde bases. That I typically just build a little shack with a walkway so that zombies can get me. So if we did that, it would have to start massive, and then it would have to be like upgraded throughout the entire season to be at the point where it works, basically. I'm not saying it's impossible to do. It's definitely not impossible to do, but I need some sort of stipulation. So if, let's say I build my little standard shack on day one, right? For like the very first horde night. I need to be able to like tear that down and rebuild from the ground up. So I was thinking, how about we build only one horde base, but if we're going to use a different horde base, the first horde base has to be destroyed before we can start working on the new horde base. That was my thought process. I don't know if it's actually gonna work. I don't know if it's actually gonna be any good. This might be a stupid idea. It might be boring to watch only one horde base for the entire season. But that horde base is going to evolve over time, so it might actually be interesting to watch to see exactly how it evolves. I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know what you guys think. And you also have to let me know if there's any other challenges that you want to see done in this season. We got another zombie off in the distance here. Let's see if we got any sneak damage on us. Or if we can even hit him. Way too high. Man, I hate early game arrows. Finally. Shut up. Sir. One shot with a level 1 club? Either I set these zombies too weak, or I'm a beast. Chances are I set them too weak. I am basically playing on the adventurer difficulty. It's a modified adventurer difficulty. Typically, it's what I play on. Anytime I play a full season of 7 days, I typically go with the adventurer perk. I think it... Hey, Steve. I think it works well for progression. Because they start out pretty... The zombies start out pretty fairly easy to get rid of. And then they kind of graduate from there.
Rebel tried increasing the difficulty after the episode was recorded, and that's why the world probably deleted.
The settings that I have changed are, I think my ranged damage is a little bit too high. Maybe my melee damage is a little bit too high. But the big things that I changed is zombie digging is definitely off. Turn that off just because... And here's the other thing is I don't want to build an underground horde base. I don't want to build an underground bunker and just wait out the entire horde night. I think that's dumb. At that point, just turn horde nights off. And if that's how you want to play, more power to you. That's amazing. But for me, I think that if you're at the point where you're just hiding from the zombies, why not just turn the zombies off, horde nights off at that point? So I'm not going to be doing any underground bunkers where you're basically just hiding from the zombies. But the reason I wanted to turn it off is because I wanted my crafting base, not my horde base, my crafting base underground. All right, journey to settlement. Good job, Survivor. You have proved to be capable with much potential. We have marked your map with the nearest White River outpost location. There will be a trader where you can buy and sell goods and trade stories with one of our friendly citizens. Friendly. Welcome aboard, Noah. They gave... Hey! take it easy. Run at me. Angry. I hear another zombie to my left. I have no idea where, though. Give me my arrows back. Sir, take it easy. Thank you. Knew I heard you over there. Poor guy. Yeah, they gave the bowler a little bit of a new sound when he's walking. More of a shuffle than... Alright. Alright, let's start making our way over to the trader. Sir, go away. And I know everybody has different playstyles when they first start this game. Sometimes some people run straight to the trader, sometimes people run straight to buildings, sometimes people will run straight to a POI to try to start looting. No way is wrong. However you enjoy it, that's how you play it. That's how you're supposed to play it. It's a game, meant to be fun. Typically the way I play is I try to harvest up as many resources as I can out in the wild before I even get to the trader, just so that I have like at least a little bit of resources. So like all the wood and rocks and stone that I'm collecting, that's gonna be all 100% for building. Everything else that you've seen me collect, so I've collected a whole bunch of plants, I've collected a whole bunch of flowers, all of that stuff is to sell to the Duke so that we can sell to the traders. We got 23, 22, 32. All that stuff is to sell to the trader that we come across so that we can, I saw a bird's nest, but then now I lost it. So that we can get some dukes, so that we can buy some food from him. Come on, land on him. Come on, land on him. Darn it. Love it when the trees land on the zombies and kill them. Have a nice night, sir. In all actuality, I did Steve a favor. Okay, now it sounds like they're every direction. Ooh, loot bag. First day loot bag. That never happens to me. Never get this lucky. Food. Huge. Medical journal. How strong is this place? Simmons Shanty. The 1 star. What do you think? Do we rate it? Ow, 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 ow. First damage I've taken in 7 days. Barbed wire. Figures. And lead is gonna be primary. Sir, you're an athlete. Stuck the landing. You're businessmen. What are you doing hopping off from way up there? Wow. Okay. Not gonna complain about that. Shotgun Weekly. Some forged steel. Day 1. Really? Not complaining one bit. What else did I do? Quest per day is unlimited. Trader buy limit is set to 5. The vending machine reset is set to resets it on day 1. Biome animal respawn is set to fast. Typically if I die, keeping my fingers crossed here, and being hopeful. If I die, I lose my backpack, but I keep my toolbar. That's kind of the way I've always played. Storms are off. Biome progression is on. Item degradation is set to very low, just because I don't know how that setting works. How big that's gonna play a role into the playthrough. I have it's on, but it's set to very low. So I know that there's like the magnitude system now in the game, and I don't want it to like completely control the playthrough. Working workstations. It's an actual working workstation. I have it set to 30%, so I didn't even see that I had a Forge Ahead book. So we can actually craft stuff out in the wild if we need to. It's only 30%, so if there are gonna be some workstations that we aren't able to use. It's 3 p.m., it's getting pretty late. Probably should be ignoring this and heading straight for the trader, but tier 1 might be worth waiting. And smells is still turned on. The zombie speeds, I have their normal speed is set to walk. It's progressive, so I don't remember what the action. I think it's like. Hey, that was unlocked. I could have just walked over here. The normal zombies are set to walk in the daytime. Darn it. I got no stamina. Concussed. Not a good start. Come on. Get rid of that concussion. Build up my stamina. Thank you. Darlene, you got a good hit on me, girl. So in the daytime, most of the zombies, there's still going to be the ferals and the special zombies. Those are still in the wild, and their speeds are still generated normally. But I have the regular speed. It progresses. It starts off with walking, then at nighttime they get a little bit faster, and then on the blood moon they're the fastest. Knew there was gonna be a zombie back there. What? Knew it wasn't gonna be that easy. I was like, ooh, sports bag. This is one thing that I still want out in the wild is working vehicles. Battery, man. We are on fire with some top tier loot that we're gonna end up selling. Okay. We just found a pipe shotgun. I don't know how we got so lucky to just find a pipe shotgun out in the wild. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. Yeah, there it is. It's like, I know any second these zombies are gonna start attacking. 3 of you, huh? Come on, Arlene. That's one thing that they didn't fix. The zombies still kind of like morph when they go fast, and I can't stand it. Things still get like motion blurry, and I find it very annoying. Maybe it's just a setting that I have turned on. Maybe it's a setting that my computer does. I have no idea, but I can't stand it. I think that is one of the ugliest things that they've done to this game. From everything that I have seen, which has been very little, I haven't seen a whole lot whatsoever. I watched the dev stream on Twitch, and I really haven't watched a whole lot of other YouTubers playing just because I kind of want to experience it for myself, you know? All right, that was everything, and we are super slow now. Hey, look, the best way to get wood. Wood piles. This gives you the best resources, the best time to resource collection. My jars, I have the jars set to a 90% return so that when I do... Yeah, I know I'm smelly. When I do use the jars, I don't get them back. It's not a guarantee I get jars back. It's a high chance, but it's not 100%. Thank you. Now we have to kind of limp our way over to the trader because we're so over encumbered already. I still haven't spent a single skill point. Waiting for a little bit more built up so that when we actually do spend a skill points, it's a big noticeable change. Come on, Arlene, go away. Thank you. In all honesty, this is probably the best start. This is what I was looking for right here. This is what I wanted to get. Just looking for some honey, just in case. This is probably like the best start of a season I've ever had. How you doing, buddy? Go away. Thank you. All right, let's get in here before he closes on us. How you doing, Rekt?
How did you get in here? Aren't we closed yet?
He's drunk. No, you're not closed yet.
Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free? This is all I can spare.
All you can spare is a stone shovel? Special jobs, buried supplies.
Think of it, I do have a task for a lowlife like you.
Thanks, Rekt. Make me feel all warm and fuzzy. Let's start you off with something a little easier. Go dig up the supplies nearby that one of my associates left for me. Don't forget you're gonna be needing a shovel. Well, you just gave me a shovel, so I'm in luck.
Don't just stand there with your thumb up your... Get the job done.
Thanks, Rekt. You're such a pal. We sold enough stuff to get 365 dukes, so I'm thinking, do we get 2 coffee? 2 water or 1 coffee? I think the 2 water would probably be better, right? Let's go get this done. It's gonna be at nighttime, so it's gonna be a little bit dangerous. I think we'll be okay. I typically try to spend my entire first night building up like a crafting area, just like it's basically just like a loot holding area with a simple campfire. Maybe we should do that. Probably the smart thing to do rather than build up, or rather than go digging at nighttime. And this is just gonna be a basic holding area. It's not gonna be a horde night. It's not gonna be a horde base. It's not gonna be anything special. It's literally just a place to hold our supplies that's somewhat secure. All right, we got a little foundation set up. It's not much. In fact, it's pretty weak. But it's better than nothing right now. All the zombies come out to play at night, and I saw one already. I want to make sure I get this right here built. There we go. Bowler. Okay. And you're gonna start running, aren't you? Where'd you? All right. I heard another one. Up to 3. Typically, this is how the first night usually goes for me, and I usually end up... Darn it, juked me at the last second. I usually end up dying in the first or second night. So, just gotta watch our stamina. Stamina right now is the big one. 12 more arrows left. Can't be missing shots, man. All right, she's down, but she's not out. See another zombie. Nighttime looks better. Does it look better to you? It's brighter, which that doesn't mean better. Visibility is better. I think it might be a little bit too bright. But the actual visuals, I think, look better. Come on, Bubba. Got 4 of my arrows back. Probably should have put some points into bladed weapons just so that I get that bleed effect. Another one, another nurse. I would have much rather been in my base at this point. See a zombie way out there, wandering in the distance. All right, big boy's down. Lean moving in from the right. Another zombie moving in from the left. Arlene, you shouldn't be a problem. The very, very beginning of night 1 has been handled. Now we're just gonna spend time going through and reinforcing this stuff up to wood. That's why we were collecting everything. Just to get ourselves a little bit of a secured position while we struggle through these early games. Done. We're doing pretty good. We got our entire base, not horde base, like just a holding cell for our loot. Oh, probably gonna put a campfire in there as well, but we got the entire area built up and fortified is the wrong word, but fortified for our first night. We got a Steve moving in from somewhere. I don't see him. There he is. Hiding behind a bush, sir. Kick rocks, buddy. Because I have biome progression turned on, that means if I build one horde base right here in the Pine Forest, that's my one horde base. That's kind of why that idea, why I was thinking about not doing that idea. So you guys let me know what you think about the idea of having only one horde base. And the cool thing about that idea is by the end of the season, it should be massive. Should be massive. Not guaranteed. While I was playing 2.6, this is before the devs announced anything with 3.0, my idea was to run a very heavily modded 3.0 series. So like new weapons, new vehicles, new workbenches, new craftable items, new traps, all that kind of stuff. But because 3.0 kind of changed the way that the modding community works, I don't think that there's going to be a whole lot of mods right off the bat. And if there are any cool ones, let me know. I will definitely try them out. And in this series, this is not going to be an unmodded playthrough if the mods are good. I'm not gonna break my game installing mods. All right, we made it all the way to morning time. We need a work crate, storage crate. All right, let's go knock out this mission so that we can get a better mission that will give us better loot. All right, let's start it up.
Was everyone worried that I wouldn't show up? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Rebel, ignore me and just keep digging.
Found it. It was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah! I know, you're angry. I dug a hole. Is it just you? It was just you. Still looking for that elusive honey. And I'm gonna start working on getting the honeycomb because that was a pain in the butt last season. Finding that honeycomb so that we can make the apiary. And by the time we found it, we didn't need honey anymore because we had so much of it. So we never really had a use for the honeycomb. But I wanted it just that I have it, you know, just so that I was able to craft it. Something new in the season. I wanted to check it out. And I don't remember who it was last season. I think it might have been the Rainy Smite Zombies. Maybe it was TLPN. Maybe it was Tracy Brody, or maybe it was Dark Pagan, or maybe it was Dawn. I have no idea who said it. Might have been Michael Milton. Can't remember. I wish I did. Somebody, maybe it was the Gunman. Somebody gave me the idea. I didn't know about this till this last season. That if you are running low on dukes and food, just run around, collect all the flowers, be a little gardener, collect all the flowers you can find, and they sell for about 1 duke for 2 flowers. I know it's not a lot of money, not great resources, or it's not a great return, like it's not game breaking, but if you are hurting for dukes and you need food, it doesn't take long to build up. Where am I going? Going at it for about 30 seconds. I got 50, 60, about 80 dukes. Or 80, not dukes, 80 flowers. Give us 40 dukes. And you collect all this stuff with it along the way. Get you a bunch of resources. Yeah, the downside is you need the flowers for the apiary. And if you get rid of all the flowers around you, you're not going to have anything to... stay away from that. You're not going to have anything to actually harvest up or to like craft the honey with. But wasn't at that for long, and we got 150 flowers. How you doing, buddy? I did your stupid mission.
Morning.
Morning.
If you try to say it's a good morning, there's the door.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'd shake your hand, but I bet you got dysentery. the way you smell.
Since we already got I was gonna go shotgun, but since we already got a pipe shotgun, I think I might go pipe rifle or pipe machine gun. I think we're gonna go with the rifle. All right, sell all you. 397 dukes just from flowers. Kinda works out great. Let me see your jobs. Another buried, jeez, 4 more buried supplies. And this one's a mile away, are you kidding me? I don't wanna do another buried supplies. Fine.
Well, I got just the job for a simpleton like you.
Yeah, I bet you do. One of my couriers had a little run-in with Castador Lackey. He was able to lose him, but he had to bury the shipment. I'm only interested in our supplies. You can keep the rest of the loot. You warn this courier isn't playing with the full deck, so the mark on the map might be a little bit off. Don't forget you're gonna need a shovel. Thanks.
Word of advice. Next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
That's your breath, Rekt. Let's see if we can quickly knock this buried supply mission out, because I don't want to get another buried supply mission. One of my least favorite and probably the cause of the majority of my deaths. How you doing? We're out of stamina, man. I went to go swing and I completely whiffed because I failed to swing because we had no stamina. One of the other things that's different from this season in comparison to last season is last season we were in Navsgain. I haven't done a Navsgain map in forever, and so I kind of wanted to see if anything was changed, if anything was different, and it's been so long since I did it the previous time before that I don't remember what was changed and what was different. So we went to a random gen 10K world on this one. Reason I wanted random gen on this one is because they added those, like, it was like 200 POIs last update, the 2.0 update. And this update, they added, what's that, Urban Combat? This season, they added like 60 new POIs, I think they said. And I didn't get to see any of them. The 200 they added, or the 60, because they didn't add any of them to Navsgain. They only added them to like the pre-gen, random gen worlds. It should have all the POIs. I should finally be able to check out Area 7. I've never done it yet. I've heard it's a beast. I heard it's a monster. But we need to work our way up to it first. One off in the distance, and Arlene. Go away. All right. No sense delaying any further. Let's actually get this job done. Just little old you making all that noise? I'll take it. Hey, there it is. That wasn't hard at all. Usually I have an extremely hard time finding these for some reason. We got some food and murky water. All right, I hear you guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm coming to get you. We need the XP. I know, I didn't forget about your bow. Silly bow. All right, let's get back there, return this reward, and maybe we'll actually get a quest where we get to get inside of a house so that we can find a cooking pot. How you doing? Right in the butt. You jerk. It's out of stamina. Couldn't wait for me to fill up my stamina. There's a cooking pot in there. Not a cooking pot, a workbench in there, and I want to see if it's working. Thank sir. You had a bad time, buddy. It's a destroyed workbench. How you doing, buddy?
Morning. I
Morning.
got a hangover, so
Shocking.
just keep it down. You
So don't
think
scream
you're pretty
at you.
smart now, don't you? Here's your pay, Heidenstein.
Vegetable stew would be super helpful. Food and water. Vegetable stew, or, you know, we're gonna go with the vegetable stew.
Some days I don't even know why I open the doors.
Me neither. It's to keep your stink in.
Well, come to think of it, I do have a task for a lowlife like you.
Thanks. Go prove that you have what it takes to be a part of the White River Runners. We need you to clear out the zombies at Willy's cabin.
It's a deal. Disappoint me, and you'll find yourself on the wrong end of a rope.
Head back here, drop off the loot we don't need, and then we'll head back out and knock that one out. Cleared out the inventory. The only thing we got on us, we don't have anything to drink. I don't think we have anything to drink. We got the vegetable stew. That gives us food and water. We should be all right. I saw you just spawn in from the sky. Who do you think you are spawning in like that?
Great. Now it's raining zombies. As if walking wasn't dangerous enough for you to handle.
Silly zombie. Because of the time in the day, it's 2 p.m. and I don't know how long it's gonna take me to actually complete the mission. I'm just kind of beelining it straight for the POI, because if it takes us a while to get the POI done, I don't want to be out here in the middle of the night. The two things we're stopping for right now are birds' nests, trying to get eggs for food, and tree stumps. Pretty much it. Unless there's like some loot along the way. If there's a loot bag that's not too far out of the way, we're gonna check that out. And by loot bag, I mean like one of those backpacks on the side of the road, or piles of trash. Like that one right there in the orange. This one right here. It's on the way. We're stopping for it. Hey, that'll help. Just letting my stamina rebuild. That's why I'm not moving. I know. Twitchy Tom. Get out of here. Thank you. So I just got a message on Discord from TLPN, and he was telling me about some struggles he's having in his playthrough. And it's classic 7 days to die struggles. And he was doing Vanity Tower and fell, and it's just the standard classic 7 day struggles that you, come on, stamina, build up. Classic 7 days like problems that you have going on. And you know, I was sitting there thinking about this new update in comparison to 2.6. While I do think the changes are good, I think all of like the toggles and all of like the options that they gave us, I think they're great. And I think that this season, I don't know how optimization works in comparison to the, like PC versus console. I don't know if, I think they did a lot of optimizing. I could be, that is up a hill, man. I think they did a lot of and this is down a hill. I think they did a lot of optimizing for console on this update, like in the back end. I could be wrong. I don't know if this was actually a, I don't know if it was like a full reset. This feels like more of a patch. Like they gave us more options. I know there's some stuff that they added to 3.0 that's amazing, like the M60 turret, like that's amazing. I know they're working on the bandits on the back end, amazing. Even though I don't want bandits, I would rather a companion. I know they're doing a lot of things, but this feels like way more of a patch than it does a full update. And I haven't tried it yet, but I think you can continue your play from 2.6 to 3.0. I don't know. I wanted to do a fresh restart. We hit day, what were we on? Day 91 in our playthrough, and I think that was a good time to close it out. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad we got where we were. We completed our challenge. We got the task done of everything that we were trying to get done. So I'm glad that we finished it out. But I think you can continue your game on 2.6. I don't want to spark up any zombies. just want to see if I can find a cooking pot in there before we start the mission. If there's a cooking pot in here that I can grab, want to. Darn it. I was hoping not to have to spark off any zombies, but it was inevitable, right? What? Why was it so stuttery? Stuck there, buddy? It got real laggy for like 1 second when I first walked in here. I'm not looking to do a full pre-loot, so I'm just gonna start it up. There we are. I knew you were coming. I also feel like the hit radius, like I can be pretty far away. They increase the hit radius of the people, of your character. I could be wrong, but it feels like I can hit from really far away now. Bones, we're almost at 5 bones. We almost got enough bones to make a bone knife. I see you. Is there more of you? There is. There's 2 of you at least. Get rid of you. Takes care of one of the problems. Skater, go away, buddy. Thank you. All right, moving on up. Let's make sure we're reloaded. That's what I thought. We're not planning on using it, but it's just an emergency measure. Come on. Go down. Thank you. Stop it now. I had a feeling there was gonna be a zombie right there. All right, we gotta at least use the shotgun once, right? Where's the mission? All right, we're fully reloaded. We got our first mission done. Let's collect this loot.
And the loot goblining begins.
We actually got away with some really decent loot. Treasure hunter mod? Yes, please. All right, and we didn't have to use any of our wood spikes. I made 5 wood spikes as like emergency wood spikes just in case. All right, what time is it? 6:35. Let's see if we can actually make it back to Trader Rekt before nightfall. I'm not very hopeful on that. Steve's Garden Goodies. Fruits, vegetables, plants, and more. This is one of their new signs, I think. Nope. Nope. Doggos this early is no good. That actually really got me scared. That stupid dog, man. Not a bad little stop. Definitely take that stuff. We have to make sure that we're reloaded though, because our reload animation takes forever. I was just gonna run past you, but you're really in the way, buddy. Come on, stamina. Come on, stamina. Thank you. Worth it. Glad I didn't just run past you. Use that level 2 shovel. We can probably scrap that because our shovel is, oh, maybe not. We got a level 1. So, and here's the thing is we didn't spend a single skill point yet. So the way that the skill points work in my mind is where you put your skill points is like a higher chance of getting that specific type of magazines to read. So if I put a skill point in pistols, I would find more 9mm and I would find more pistol parts, things like that. So if I put a skill points in rifles, I would find more 7.62, more rifle parts. I didn't spend a single skill point, but I did get the rifle perk for our first mission. All I'm finding is 9mm and shotgun ammo. If we didn't stop for anything, we probably would have made it. But with stopping for looking for honey and stopping for killing that Mo and or Edgar, however you want to call him, stopping for the tree stumps, I hear a zombie. I immediately stop in my tracks because of our stamina. 2 zombies. Because of stamina. Can't, as soon as I hear a zombie moan, I kind of gotta stop just so that I can let my stamina rebuild a little bit. We're good. Far away. Nighttime is dangerous. I have the zombies set to move faster at night. Their feral sense turns out at night, which was probably stupid for me to just eat something. Yeah, makes them, my range of them, like the range that they see me in, much bigger. Kinda just gotta walk it out because of stamina. Can you just leave me alone, buddy? I can't outrun you. I can't outwalk you, at least. Probably outrun you. But I don't want to use my stamina. Lumberjack? Feral lumberjack. Got him. Come on. No. Spider. I'm hearing zombies all around me now. This is bad. Jerk. Just stamina. Don't have a choice. I'm not willing to take any damage that I don't have to take. But I also just wildly firing. Also, not wanting zombies to come and get me either. But we made it home. Alright. You guys coming over? I'm not coming down there, so you're gonna have to come over there. You're gonna have to come to me. Just hit my own base. So the last thing I want to do before we go is we had 9 skill points. I dropped 2 of them into fumbling and clunky just to give us a little bit better damage. I want to get the run and gun perk just so that it takes us a little bit less time to reload our weapons. Hipfire accuracy is improved by 5%. Movement penalty when reloading is reduced to 40%. I hate that reloading penalty. So we're gonna put 1 in there, and then we need to get cardio. And for cardio, we need fortitude. So we're gonna spend 10% here, or 1 point here. You feel a little better than you used to, deal 210% headshot damage, and have a 10% chance to dismember with fists and machine guns. Obviously, we don't have a machine gun, but guess we're gonna start getting them. We're gonna put 2 skill points there, and then that'll allow us to put 2 skill points here. A little bit of a stamina regen. And then I'm thinking that we do, since we're using, no, deep cuts. That's what we want. Specialize in bladed weapons like knives, machetes, not axes, to bleed your foes dry. This boosts loot odds of Knife Guy magazine. I don't really care for Knife Guy, but I like having the deep cuts perk. And for the last point, we're gonna double up on deep cuts. Your friends say you're really a knife guy. Bladed weapons deal 20% more damage, inflict up to 4 bleeding wounds on an enemy, and power attacks inflict 3. Stamina costs are reduced by 15%, 30% for power attacks. Find more bladed weapons and parts in loot. There is our parts. Now we just have to wait for the morning time to redeem this mission. Stupid wreck. And just like that, day 3 is already here. We absolutely tore through day 1, knocked out all the starter missions, collected a massive pile of early game loot, and even managed to burn through 9 skill points to get our character built up. We got a solid semi-fortified base to keep all of our gear safe, and we already checked 3 missions completely off the list. In the next episode, the grind doesn't stop. We have to keep smashing through Rekt's questline, start uncovering a lot more of this map, and most importantly, it's time to start seriously planning where and how we're gonna build our horde base before day 7 catches us completely off guard. If you're new to the channel, I hope I earned your subscription. If not, no hard feelings and thanks for giving me a chance. If you've been around a while, you know the rest of the deal. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, I'm out of here.
Just a reminder that take 2 of night 1 is coming tomorrow.